Hey, okay, we seem to be live on YouTube. So I'm testing this new live feature. Don't know if there's sound though. I think. Okay, so I just got a very special package in the mail today, and there you have it. This is the Fujifilm X-H1 with the battery grip. This is the VPBX-H1. And I decided to sell my Sony gear. I think last time we spoke. First of all, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me on the chat? If you do, I know there are some people there. Please tell me in the chat. So then I'll be able to know that you guys can actually hear me. So decided to hop on and confirm my allegiance. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Q Next, for that hint that you guys can hear me. So that's cool. I am using a microphone that should help with the sound. I think I can turn it up a bit. Just one sec. There you go. So, yeah, so I've been wondering, what am I doing with my video situation? You guys know that I'm a Fujifilm shooter. I am a Fujifilm X-T2 really proud owner. I also have the X Pro 2. I have the X100F. So I guess today I am very well invested in the lenses for Fujifilm. I have tons of lenses, and I was using a Sony camera for my video needs. I was actually using the A6500, which was not a bad camera, actually a pretty good video camera, but it was kind of cumbersome to have to carry two systems with a different set of lenses, and having to learn all these menus on the Sony. You know how bad these Sony systems are. For you Sony lovers, please forgive me, but I really don't like the Sony menus. So what I decided to do is to consider Fujifilm. And I was thinking shooting with this Fujifilm X-T2, shooting videos with that camera. But often what I do is that I want to shoot with that Fujifilm X-T2 camera, and I want to be filming with another camera. And until lately, until the announcement of the X-H1, there was no real, really capable camera, really capable video camera on the Fujifilm side. Well, these days are now, I guess, over, because what I ordered is this Fujifilm X-H1 vertical grip, because I wanted to have that 4K extended shoot. I'm also very aware of the fact that the batteries are getting drained very fast on the Fujifilm system because of the IBIS system. But very, very excited about that one. So let me show you the actual beast itself. So there you have it. This is the Fujifilm X-H1. And what I wanted to do tonight is just a quick, unboxing. I always spare you the unboxing, the real unboxing. I think I'm way over these kind of videos now. But what you get here is a very video-oriented camera. You also get that tilty screen. Unfortunately, Fujifilm didn't go as far as putting a tilty screen or a flippy screen, so you could actually see yourself when you're vlogging or when you're doing videos at home. Being a one-man band operation, would have been really nice to have that flippy screen. But again, I can live without it, because I have a screen on top. I mostly do YouTube videos, as you know, on this channel, and I'm pretty much sitting down or up and going through products that I want to review. So I am doing some vlog and some vlogging. I will rely on the autofocus of the Fujifilm X-H1, so I cannot wait to test it and to let you guys know how the face detection is going on this camera. A couple of things I noticed, if you look at the Fujifilm X-T2 and if you look at the X-H1, the compensation dial, this is the X-T2, and the compensation dial was not something that I was using a lot, because as you can see, it was on the C position. And when it's on the C position, you can actually use the dials in front, and I set it to the front dial to move my exposure compensation. This has been replaced with a very cool display that reminds us of the DSLR world. If you are remembering the time of shooting Nikon and shooting Canon, you'll remember that these top displays were very useful, especially when shooting stills, but also now that we have a video mode on this, a very capable video mode, you're going to get your settings also on this display. So again, the compensation dial has been replaced by that very cool top display. You get your other dials with the lock mechanism, just like the X-T2. So this is your shutter speed. This is your ISO. Again, very useful dial here. And also, of course, the aperture ring that are on the lenses. And in the back, it's, again, very similar to the X-T2. But one thing that you're going to notice is the grip, because the grip is now very beefy, and it feels really good in the hand. I really feel like I have big hands. So if you do have big hands and you've been shooting the Fujifilm X-T2 like me, look at the grip here on the X-T2. When I put my hands on it, I don't know where to put my pinky, and the grip feels a little bit small when you have big hands. I actually put a L bracket on it, so this is even bigger than the original grip. But when you go into the X-H1 territory, well, then you get a very grippy, a very beefy grip, and that's really something that I was looking for with this camera. And now that I have it in my hands, I can definitely tell you that this is the most comfortable Fujifilm camera I've ever tried. So very excited about that portion too. So let's see if there's actually any power in one of these batteries, and turn that baby on. Aha, we do have some power. So this is one thing I like about the manufacturers, when they actually put some battery power in, so you can start playing with your camera right away. So I'm gonna set it up very quickly. Pair with smartphone. That is also something that I'm looking forward to trying, is the Bluetooth connection. So on the X-T2, you get Wi-Fi connection, which kind of works, and sometimes it's a hit and miss. But now that we get to pair it with the smartphone, it's actually going to use the Bluetooth, so it recognizes when the camera is near and the phone is near, and so you can speed up the process of connecting to the actual camera. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to set it later. Pairing, yes, Bluetooth. And I'm going to set the time later. And there we are. So again, you get your big display here that can actually flip up like that. Can actually flip down this way. And it can actually flip on the side. And I think they've changed the mechanism here. That's a bit different from the X-T2. Feels a little bit more well built. And the whole camera itself feels a little bit more robust when it comes to the build quality. That's pretty cool. And here's your top display here on the top of the camera. Very useful when you want to know, how many shots do you have? What's your ISO? Are you in auto white balance? What is the film simulation that you got on there? So that's really useful. The f-stop is also, indicated right here. And if we put it in the video mode, let's go video mode. Video mode is right here in the drive mode. Let's put it in video. What does that do? Oh, there you go. So you get your frame rate on top. Put it the other side. You got your frame rate. You also got your ISO. Are you on auto? Are you on ISO specifically? Are you on auto white balance? Are you in full HD or in 4K? Because this shoots 4K up to 30 frames per second, which is pretty decent. Would have loved to have 4K 60p, so I could have done some slow-mo in 4K, but I think the 120p in full HD will suffice. I think I'm not a videographer, so I'm not intended to do some 4K movies, but I will actually use the 4K capabilities. I'm going to try some videos in 4K, and I'm going to try to do some more cropping in and simulating two cameras for my YouTube videos. So expect a lot of new videos from that brand new baby brand new camera. This has IBIS. This has the image stabilization right built in, so that's why it's also a little bit bigger than the X-T2. Again, if you compare the size, it's not that bigger. I thought it would have been a little bit more beefy than that, so I'm quite surprised by the size of it. And when you put the actual battery grip on, let's just put that right here so we can see what it looks like when you have both on. If little trick here, if you have an XT system or an Fuji X system, these little cap that you remove from the bottom to protect the connectors, there's actually a space right on the battery grip to put it there so you don't lose it, and you can put it back on when you don't have the grip. So, neat little trick. And this is what it's going to look like when you have your battery grip on. So you just screw it like that. Oh, there's actually I just realized there's another little plastic cap here for another connector. There you go, just learning the drills with this new camera. So putting it in like so, and there you have your full on kit with the battery grip. So you get your smooth, shutter right here. And again, the shutter reminds me of a DSLR. And you get your boost mode right here. You also get the headphone jack. That is something that I'm a bit mad about, because a camera of that price, they should have put a headphone jack right on the body. But so Fuji needs to sell some gear, and that's one way they decided to add a feature to the grip. You can also charge the batteries. It also comes with two NP126S batteries, so that's pretty cool. I mean, those batteries are like $80 a piece, but it does come with the battery grip. So you get two batteries in the battery grip, and you get one battery with the camera. So that's pretty cool. You can charge them right from the battery grip for the ones that are in the battery grip, and you can charge the one in the camera with the USB cable on the camera. So you don't have to actually pull the battery out. That's pretty cool for that. And then you get your two card slot right here, and this is slot 1 and slot 2, so you can actually record photos on one, videos on the other. You can do an overflow, you can do RAW plus JPEG, all the great stuff you could do with the other camera. So all in all, this feels really good in the hand, and this is actually reminded me of the build quality of the DSLRs that I used. That was a Nikon shooter, so I used the D700, D750, I used the D80 and the D3. So again, reminds me of that, but without the weight of having like the whole mirror mechanism in it. So again, I really like this look and feel. Can't wait to be shooting videos with that one. I will start actually shooting videos tomorrow, so you can expect some new YouTube release very, very shortly. If you have any questions about the new Fujifilm X-H1, please do ask them down below. And if you have any comments, or if you have an X-H1 and you have some tips and tricks to share, again, can't wait to use the Eterna film simulation. I've heard so many good things about it. So again, if you have any tips and tricks, please send them to me, or actually in the comments down below this video. And I've been Fred Ranger. I wish you a very pleasant night. Thank you for joining me in this little improvised chat. I was also trying the new YouTube live streaming, so without any encoder or anything like that, not using OBS right now. I'm just using the YouTube stream directly from the webcam, and I'm looking at the image. I need a better webcam. So that's what I'm realizing right now. Thank you so much. Key next for your comments. I will enjoy the new camera, and if you have anything or any questions, let me know. Cheers.